It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Would you please? Would you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Oh, I have something so special for you today. We're going to go to the Maple Theater in Bloomfield Township and visit a couple of my friends. Come along.
The Maple Theater opened in 1977, and it was not really successful in the very beginning, and it played commercial films. In fact, I personally saw Grease here 6 times in 1978. It then became an art house. Eventually, the best combination came with high-end commercial, independent film, and foreign films. When we would play those kinds of movies, we seemed to attract everybody, and it became a very, very popular location, and it's been popular for 40 years. Today, the Maple Theater and Kitchen now has a coffee shop, a restaurant, and a movie theater, and people just love to come here like they always have. I always say they like to see and be seen. Won't You Be My Neighbor is opening at the Maple. I love the trailer about Mr. Rogers' film. I can't wait to see it. I don't recall watching it as a child.
Really? Really?
Yes, I watched The Friendly Giant and Bozo, and Mr. Dressup, but I don't remember him.
Did you watch that show growing up?
Nah, I was a little too old for it.
A little too old for it? Okay. What do you remember of Fred Rogers?
Just a nice guy taking off his sweater. That's about it. Basically being a pretty good person and a nice guy. Always very polite.
First of all, how old are you guys?
Old enough to remember him. I miss him. He was just a calm, nice guy, and he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would have, gotten mad about anything, which I could probably stand to take a page or two from his book.
He was very concerned with education, and he fought hard to keep his show publicly financed. And yeah, all around upstanding guy.
Well, I mean, Mr. Rogers helped all of us grow up and taught us so much at the same time. He was such a calm dude.
Right.
He put on his hookup, his sweater, his shoes, and so I grew up watching the guy. You know how people say the TV is like your pseudo babysitter when you're a kid, but for me and my brothers and sisters, especially me because I was the youngest, they plopped me in front of Mr. Rogers almost every time it was on. So
love is at the root of everything. All learning, all relationships, love or the lack of it.
That kind of show, do you think it's something that would work in today's society?
For the right age children, yeah.
I don't know if that could exist now because there's so much kind of more acoustic entertainment. I don't know if a kid's going to sit down and listen to a Mr. Rogers in a kind, almost docile way that he delivered information. But maybe the little kids would. Maybe the little ones. That's when he got me, when I was a little dude. So I'd like to think it would work in this time, but I doubt it.
Maybe the messages could stand, but it would definitely have to be played in different ways. With today's kids, there's a lot of technology. Obviously, back then there wasn't a lot. And just the way they are is different, and so you could take the core message and probably still instill it with them, but it would have to be implemented in a very different way to match with the way that today's youth are versus when we were young.
He did teach us a bunch of core set of values that can be applied to anyone. I guess if there were to be a revamp, it could be done a little bit differently, but I still think that anyone can take whatever they want out of it.
Children have very deep feelings, just the way everybody does. There must be times when you do feel blue. I'm not feeling blue right now, though.
Me neither.
The Maple Theater is one of the top 10 art houses in the country, and it's right here in your neighborhood. And it's so great because we do play commercial films sometimes. We play all different kinds. We play anime, which attracts a younger crowd. We have a lot of alternative content, and there's just so much to do here. And when you come, you can park once, you can eat, you can talk, you can visit. We have a bar, and you can enjoy entertainment. So we hope you'll come see us soon.
Won't you be my neighbor? Well, I suppose it's an invitation. It's an invitation for somebody to be close to you. The greatest thing that we can do is to help somebody know that they're loved and capable of loving. Won't you please, won't you please, please won't you be my neighbor?